whatever. Usually it's on the throttle. I don't have one of those fancy ones. I can't do it, so I use the one up with the mouse anyway. So 40%, takeoff, go around. At VR we rotate. Positive rate will gear up. And 400 radio select roll mode. Acceleration height flaps up. I might do it a little early because I'm lazy and I like to let the computer fly for me, and then we do some stuff with our auto brakes, engine gear, start switches, and landing gear. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we can get this show on the road. That took way too long to get off the road. Oh well. Let's see. We'll leave the brakes on for now. We're taking up to 40%-ish. Let the brakes off. Rear stable. Takeoff, go around is hit. Hopefully the plane doesn't bounce, because sometimes the auto brakes kick in and I have to turn them off, and I hate it when that happens, and I'm not sure what that's all about. Yep, there it goes. Come on, taking off here. And V1, rotate. Got 10%. Gear. Follow the flight director. You do 10% first so that you don't have a tail strike. So I'm turning on our LNAV, VNAV, all that kind of stuff, and whoa, we're going really fast. So I missed the first flaps thing. So technically I might have ripped the wing off. And of course, right now we're flaps up. So that was all really fast, and I screwed it up. And I'm not sure what the auto brakes were doing there. That happens once in a while. The auto brakes it'll just abort the takeoff and turn on the brakes. I hate that because everything was good as far as I can tell. So if anybody knows what I did wrong, please let me know. Put it in the comments and I'll be forever grateful. Could be a FSX setting, could be something I screwed up, I'm not sure. We're going to zoom out a little bit on the map here. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Alright, after takeoff checklist. Command is on. The autopilot flaps are retracted. And slats. We don't really have slat control, so that's okay. Auto brakes are off. Yeah, no kidding. Engine start switches should be off. Because we are in the air and everything should be relatively stable now. Landing gear should be in the off position. After takeoff checklist complete. And we are climbing. We got it set for 10,000. ATC just gave us clearance. I heard them. Really, I did. And it said, go up to your 12,000 cruising altitude. So that's what I just set. Actually, we probably could have made 14 this time because we took off the opposite way that I normally do in Charlottetown. And so we had to do a big turnaround, so we had a lot more time to climb. We're already at 10,000 and we're just coming out of our turn towards Halifax. So normally at transition altitude we would be changing our barometer to standard. I'm just going to hit B because I'm really not sure what it is, and Flight Sim will set that for me. So it's 3001. And our autopilot just told us that we're at 12,000 feet, which was really quick because at 10,000 we're supposed to turn our landing lights off. And you know, honestly, I'm not sure. I probably should have hit the taxi lights and all that kind of stuff ahead of time as well. So at this point in flight, I believe we're supposed to leave that steady, and I think we're supposed to have our anti-collision lights on, but I don't know. So since nothing told me to change it in my checklist, that's what I'm going to do. So if anybody wants to tell me what the proper procedure is for that, I haven't actually seen it on a video yet because they're always too busy looking out the damn window. You guys seen those just plane videos? Sometimes there's just some really cool stuff happening in the cockpit and they're looking at like a fluffy cloud out the window. But that's okay. Sometimes they show cool stuff. So that was basically the climb in a nutshell. And normally we would be looking for 5 miles before descent. We'd set a new altitude on our MCP. Wow, there's lots of clouds out today. And that's a sure sign of a flight sim pilot not really looking out the window that much. That's one thing that happens when we when we start flying for real, we have a tendency to keep our head in the cockpit. You really got to look out. You got to look around and look at the weather, and look for other aircraft, and make sure things are as the instruments tell you that they actually are. Okay, so I noticed something right away, and this has happened before. Noticed something screwy about our flight plan here. So this is something I should have done on the ground, but it's okay. We can probably try and do it now. If we go to plan mode on our map here, and we go to our legs, we can actually step through them and see what happens. So right now we're going to go to Nutby, and then back to Paulo, I think. Let's see what happens. We're going to go to Paulo, get up to Nutby, and then it's going to turn around and go back to Paulo again, according to this, and then head back. And that's really strange. Probably because of the screwed up way I put it in. So what I'm going to do, and this is totally cheating, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to choose Nutby right away, I believe. Let's see how would that work. Nutby first. Yeah, you know what? That's my flight planner that did that to me. I got it backwards. Bastards. Okay. Oh, I swore again. Sorry about that. So I gotta fix that up before we get there. Essentially, everybody coming into Halifax these days have to come in on an air route anyway, and Nutby's the end of Victor 310, I believe. So I am going to go back to map mode, and I'm going to say Nutby. First. Oops. Yeah, we're just going to go straight to Nutby, and then we're going to go straight to Leros, which is basically, we're going right over top of Paulo anyway. It's really strange. I should send, I'm using VRoute, by the way. Everybody else uses that. I'm going to have to send them a correction on that route. How I haven't caught that before. I always thought it was me screwing it up, but obviously it's not. So now let's, just to make sure we don't have any disconnections on our legs, and in our plan it should flow nicely. Nutby. Let's zoom down a little bit so you can see the approach ones. There's Leros, CF23, ZNS, and then the runway. Perfect. And then of course if we have a go around, that stuff's in there as well.